Jai Gurudev children. Today beta we are going to learn chapter factorization, and it is based on the previous chapter also. In previous chapter I taught you what are the factors and how we find the factors of a given number. You know that na? Suppose we would like to find the factors of 8. Okay, so how we can get the factors? Whether we can write 2 into 4, then also these will be its factor, or 2 into 2 into 2, this is also factors. Okay, but for an algebra means factors means the number which are dividing the given number are known as its factor. Okay, suppose we would like to find the factors of 4x or in bracket x plus 5. So what can be its factors? So its factors will be 4x and x plus 5. Means we can write them separately, or we would like to find the factors of x square y square. So its factors will be x into x, y into y. Okay, so in this way we can find the factors of for the numeric numbers. You know what are the factors. I am teaching you the factors of algebraic expression or algebraic term. Okay, how you will find the factors of those ones. Okay, here in this chapter, and apart from this you should learn the identities which I have given you in previous chapter. Okay, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, then a plus b whole square, a minus b, x plus a, x plus b. Okay, a square minus b square, and all these identities you have to learn. Then only you can do the factorization. Two methods we have for the factorization. Whether we directly multiply the by the multiplication also we can find. Okay, and whether directly we can apply the formula. Generally here whenever the question will ask you, he will says you that you just apply the formula on the basis of a plus b whole square. You find the factors of the given term, okay, or given expression. So in this way you have to find. Now today beta we are going to start exercise number 8, and this is very important exercise and nothing is difficult beta. Again I am repeating, if you will learn the identities properly then you will not have any problem. Okay, now I am going to start exercise 8. See that now. Factorize the following expression. What is the question? 8x minus 56. Okay, so how you will do? 8x minus, here 8 and x both are in the form of factors. Do the factorization of this one. How you can do? 8 7 ja 56. We are trying to make its factor on the basis of the first term. Okay, here 8 is there, so I am dividing it in the form of 8. Whether it is possible to divide or means break it in the form of 8. 8 7 ja 56. Now you can see that beta 8 is both the places. Okay, so I can take 8 out of the bracket as common. This is known as the process of taking common. So what will remain now in first term? 8 I have taken, so what will remain here? X. And now put the sign. 8 I have taken, what will remain? 7. So this will be as your answer. This will be as your answer. See that B part of this question. 7p minus 14q plus 63. Okay, how you will do? You can see that I can write this term in the form of 7 because the smallest number 7. So how I am writing? 7p minus 7 into 2q plus 7 into 9. 7 9 ja 63. Now 7 is coming in each term, so I can take out 7 as common. Okay, so what will remain? In first term it will remain p. Then here 2q plus 9. If I will multiply by this 7 inside the bracket, again I will get the same term. Mean this can be written as this, and this can be written again. If we would like to write it again, then we can write it in this form. Okay, so this process is known as the factorization. This process is known as the factorization. Just see now the next part of the question. See that beta now. C part of the question. 13y square plus 26y. Okay. Now how we will break? Which is the smallest number in the algebraic term? Y is the smallest term. Y is both the places. And here I can break this 26 also in the terms of 13. See that now. 13 y into y. Okay. Plus. I can write this 13 into 2y. Now, which term can be taken as common? 13 is both the places, so we can take 13 as common. Then y is also both the places, so you take y also as a common. So what will remain now? 13 and y we have taken as common. So what will remain now here? Y. Okay, now put plus sign. Here 13 and y we have taken. So what will remain now? 2. So y plus 2 will be as your answer. Y plus 2 will be as your answer. Okay, now see that the next part of the question. D part is this beta. 2a square bc plus 4ab square c plus abc square. Always we will take the smallest term as common. Smaller, you can see first we will see in the numeric value whether the numeric value is common or not. Here is 2, here is 4, here is not numeric. It means numeric number is not common. Okay, now see that a is everywhere. Here a square is there, here a is there, here a is there. So it means we can take a as common. Smallest power always we will take as common. Okay, now see that beta. B here, b square or b. So b is also common. Okay, now see that c and c square. So smallest power of c is c. ABC is coming as common. Now see that beta. What will remain here? 2 will remain here. BC already we have taken as common. So what will remain now? Or 1a we have taken out. So how many a's we will remain here now? Only 1a will remain now. Okay. Now see that here 4 will remain. A I have taken common. 1b also I have taken. So 1b will remain here. Then also na b into b it will become b square. Okay. C I have taken common. Plus now A I have taken common. B I have taken common. Only C will remain here. So this will be your answer. Now further factorization is not possible. So it will be as your answer. Same part beta. E part you will do in your homework. Okay. E you will do in your homework. Now I am taking as F1. Now see that beta. 15pq, 6q, 5q and minus 2. You can see that here these two terms something can be taken as common. But in this term pq means not any algebraic term is there. So how we can do this kind of question beta? You can see that here if I will break this 15 I can write that 3 into 5 pq. Yes or no? And 3 into 2q. Then plus 5q minus 2. Okay. Now see that beta. Here again 3 is common. You just first see these two. Okay. Separate I am doing this time. 3 and 3 is both the places. So you can take 3 as common. Here also. Here PQ is there and here only Q is there. So Q is both the places. So you can take 3Q as common. So what will remain now here? You can see that 3 I have taken common and Q I have taken. So 5P will remain here now. So 5P minus 3 also I have taken common and Q I have taken common. So what will remain now? 2 plus here nothing is common. In both the places 1 will be multiplied. In both the places 1 will be multiplied. So I am taking 1 as common. So what will remain now? 5q plus 2. If nothing is coming common from any numbers, it means 1 will come as a common because 1 is a multiplication factor, multiplicative factor of each of the number, whether it will be algebraic or numeric. Now see that beta. You can see 5q plus 2. 5q plus 2 is coming in both the places. Okay, you can see that 5q plus 2, 5q minus 2 is here. Okay, 5q minus 2 is there, beta. This is both the places 5q minus 2 is there. So you can take 5q minus 2 as common again. So what will remain? 5q minus 2 I have taken common. So what will remain now along with this term? 3q. 5q minus 2 I have taken as common. What will remain now? Plus 1. So 3q plus 1. So this will be your answer, beta. Okay, so nothing is difficult. You just practice them more and more, then only you can do them. See that, beta, px plus qx minus py minus qy. Okay, how you will do this kind of question? See, try to understand this question now. Okay, and how you will do whenever you are solving the problems, beta, just see 1 or 2 times video and then try to do yourself, as previously we were doing in the classroom. Okay, don't think that everything you will note down and copy down from the video or from the given notes. That is not a proper method to learn. Proper method of learning is again that you just see the video. This time you can see more and more times. Okay, and after seeing the video, try to understand the concept, and afterwards just try to do the solution yourself. If still you are not getting the solution, you are facing any problem in any part, again see the video and then again try to do yourself. So in this way you will learn the things very nicely, and things will be the permanently with you. Okay, otherwise after noting down, after few days, you will again forget them. Now see that, beta, px and qx. See that what is common? P and q are both different terms. Only x is coming as common, so you just take x as common. So what will remain? Here from x I have taken, so in this term p will remain. Then what sign will come? Plus. Okay, and here what will remain? Q. Now, beta, previously you can see that only one place minus sign was there and first term was positive. So I can take, it was easy to take the plus here. Okay, plus was common here. Now here you can see that whenever in the second term, okay, third and fourth term, you can see in both the places minus is also there. So what? Sign also come as common. So what you will take? Minus. And see that now y is coming common as common. So whenever you will take minus sign as common, so inside sign will be changed. Here previously minus sign was along with p, so now it will become plus p, so it will be p. Okay, this minus place, this minus sign, previously it was there in between sign, so after taking minus as common, internal sign will change, it will become plus, and here only q will remain, because I have taken as common. So again you can see that p and p plus q is coming as common. So you just write p plus q as common. Okay, so what will remain now? P plus q, from this term I have taken as common. So what will remain? Here x will remain. And here what will remain? Minus y will remain. Okay, and this will be your answer. I am giving you explanation of this one. Now, if I would like to multiply p plus q and x minus y. Okay, p plus q and x minus y, if I would like to multiply, so how I can do? P plus q, p multiplied x minus y, then plus q multiplied x minus y. So you can see that what it will become? Px minus py plus qx minus qy. Yes. Now write two plus terms he has written together. So what will become? Px and plus qx. So px plus qx. I have taken this. I can write first, no problem. Afterwards he has written minus py and minus qy. So if you are doing the factorization, okay, in this form, if you are writing in this way, then after multiplication again you should get the question. Then it means your answer is correct. Otherwise, if after multiplication you are not getting your previous question part, it means your question is wrong. Your solution is wrong. Okay. Now come to the question number 2, beta. in previous chapter, in the last exercise of that chapter, I taught you how to apply a plus b whole square. It was a square plus 2ab or plus b square somewhere, or a minus b whole square also it was there, a square minus 2ab or plus b square. Okay beta, here at that time we were applying from this side and we are getting this one. This time question is given from this side. If you will see, it is looking like a square minus 2ab or plus b square is equal to a minus b whole square. It is looking like the a square minus 2ab plus b square. A means p you can write as p square. Okay beta. Then 100 is the square of which number beta? It is square of 10. Okay. Minus 2ab, minus 2. In place of a, what you have? P. So you will write p. Or in place of b, what you have? 10. So into 10. So you can see that what you are getting? P square minus 2 10 the 20p plus 10 square as 100. You are getting this now? It means this can be written as this. So what it will become now? A means beta. A means you have p minus b means what you in place of b what you have? 10. So p minus 10 whole square, and this will be as your answer. Okay, so you will not understand, again I am saying in one single time you will not understand beta. So see it more and more times so that you may understand. Here you have a is equal to p in this question and b is equal to 10. Okay, and that's why you will get this answer. Now come to the b part of this question. See that now b part, 25x square plus 30x plus 9. First of all, you just try to see that whether these are the squares of any number. Yes, beta. These are the square of 5x. I can write this 5x square, and this can be written as 3 square plus 2ab. It means this term will be plus 2ab. So it is forming. If I will write it in the form of 2ab. Whether I am getting this or not. 2 into a means beta 5x. Or b means beta 3. So multiply them. 5 2 ja 10. 10 3 ja 30x. Okay, it is correct. It means it is in the form of a square plus 2ab or plus b square. And what it becomes? A plus b whole square. Okay. In place of a you have 5x and b is equal to you have 3. So, what do you put the value here? A is equal to 5x or b means 3. 5x plus 3 whole square. If you will expand this, again you will get this term as your answer. And expandation I taught you in the 7.4 exercise how you will expand this solution. Okay. Now see that beta, C part of the question. Now see that beta, 9x square minus 144 is there, and it is in form of, you have always see that whenever here square is there and if two terms are there, whether the second term is a square of any number or not. Yes, it is a square of, everybody of you have learned square and square root, and it is a square of 12. So it means it can be written in the form of a square minus b square. And what is the formula of a square minus b square? A plus b and a minus b. Okay, so a means beta, this can be written as a square means 3x whole square, it can be written. If I will multiply that, 3 3 is 9 and it will become x square, minus 144 means 12 square. Okay, so in place of a, what we have? A is equal to 3x and b is equal to beta 12. Now put the values here. A plus b means 3x plus 12. First bracket completed. Second bracket 3x minus 12. So it will be your answer. It will be your answer. Okay. In the same way, same part is as E part of this question. And E part you will do in your homework part. E part you will do in your homework part. Now I am taking as D part beta. And few more question I will give you for your personal practice in your assignment form. Okay. See that now. Now see that beta 36 is the square of which number? 6. So you can write it as 6x whole square. Plus write this now. B square term it is there. So it is the square of which term beta? 7y whole square. So it is minus. So put minus here. 2ab. 2ab. A means 6x. B means 7y. Now you multiply them whether you are getting 84xy or not. See that. 6 2 ja 12. 12 7 ja 84xy you are getting. It means it is looking like that which one? A square minus 2ab or plus b square. Okay. It is a formula or identity of which one? A minus b whole square. A minus b whole square. Here in this question, what is the value of A beta? If I will compare with A, so in place of A, what is there? A is equal to 6x. Okay. And B beta 7y. B is equal to beta 7y. Now put the value. A means 6x. Then minus B means beta 7y. Its whole square it will become. If you will expand this again, you will get this. Okay. So it will be your answer. So practice more and more question. Okay. Like these ones so that you may understand, because beta it is very very important for your next class. If you will not understand this chapter here, then it will be a big problem it will create a big problem for you. And learn the identity. Again I am requesting you, please learn your identities. See that now question number 3rd. See that beta what we have now? Minus 4ab plus a plus b whole square. What is the identity of a plus b whole square beta? A square plus 2ab or plus b square. Okay. Now these identities should be learned by heart to you, so that any times, okay, if we will ask you, you should they should be remembered to you. Okay. Now see that here which term? I have expanded this a plus b whole square. Okay, we can write that. Now minus 4ab. Now in this question you can see that beta 4ab and 2ab are like terms, so we can write them together. So what I am doing? A square plus 2ab, then minus 4ab or plus b square. I can write this now. There will be no problem because along with the sign I have written. Now 2ab and 4ab, you just try to solve them. Two opposite sign number, here is plus and here is minus. Two opposite sign numbers are always subtracted. Subtract them now. 4 minus 2, 2. 2ab will left with greater number sign. Greater number having what sign? Minus. So put minus sign here. Okay. And here plus b square and here a square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. It is the expansion of which one? A minus b whole square. Okay. It is the formula of a minus b whole square. Na? So this will be your answer. This will be your answer. Now see that the B part of this question beta. See that now. X to the power 4 minus 2x square y square plus y to the power 4. Here x to the power can be written as the square of x square, its whole square, and it can be written as y square's whole square. Okay. And minus 2ab. Minus 2. A means beta because a square plus b square minus 2ab. Here see that beta, children are always confusing in this. If you will compare na, you see that in place of square is square. Okay. So what is the value of a then? A is x square. Okay. In here square and square are in their own places. So if I will compare the b, means what is the inside the bracket, you can see that inside the bracket b, here b is there and here y square is there. It means what is the value of b? Y square. So now put that minus 2ab. 2 I have written. A means beta x square or b means beta y square. So you can see that now we are getting this term. Means this can be written as this. So what it will become now? A minus b whole square. So what is a now? A is x square. A is x square minus b means y square. Its whole square it will be. So this will be your answer. This will be your answer. Okay. Now come to the D part. No, sorry, C part beta. See that now? A square minus 2ab plus b square we have to given. So it is the identity of which one? Just now we have learned, because a square minus 2ab or plus b square is the identity of, they are reversible. That's why we are making this sign also. They are reversible from left hand side and right hand side we can use them. So it is identity of a minus b whole square. Okay, that's why in place of this I have written a minus b whole square and minus c square. Further, if you will see them, it is looking like a square minus b square beta. Okay, a square minus b square. So if I will compare them, okay, what is the value of a? Inside the bracket, what is here? A minus b. So it will be value, or inside the bracket here, what is that? A. Here inside the bracket, what is this? B. Or inside the bracket, because we are comparing these ones. Okay, here c is there, so b will be c. Now put the value of a plus b. A means beta, what you have? A minus b, and plus b means c. So what it will become? A minus b plus c. And here a means a minus b, and minus b means beta, what is? C. B, what is that? C. So this will be your answer. Okay. Now come to the D part of this question. See that now. D is, now see that beta, a square b square or ab term is there. C terms will go along apart from this. Now see that 64 is a square of which number? 8. 8 8 is 64. 8a, its whole square. Plus 25 is a square of which term? Plus 25. I am writing it away. 25 means beta 5b whole square. Plus 2ab. 2 into a means what is? 8a. And b means 5b into 5b. Or minus 49 c square. 8 2 ja 16 or 8 2 ja 16. Okay, and 16 5 ja 80 ab we are getting. 80 ab we are getting or not? Okay, now come to, from here to here we can write it in the form of an identity. How? A square plus 2ab or plus b square. Okay, if I will compare this as inside the bracket a, what is the value of a? A is equal to 8a. B is equal to 5b. B is equal to 5b. Okay, now see that what it will become? A square plus 2ab plus b square. A plus b whole square it will become. Yes or no? A plus b whole square it will become. So it means beta, from here to here what I can write? A means what I have? 8a. So it will become 8a. Okay. B means 5b plus 5b whole square, and along with this, what is that? 49c square. Just now we have done this kind of question, na? So again it is looking like a square minus b square. Okay, so how I can write that this in this form? It can be written as further, means 8a plus 5b whole square minus 7c whole square. So it will be a plus b and a minus b. It is the expandation of identities. Nah? If I will expand that, I will get this form of identity. What is the value inside the bracket? What is there now? If I will compare the value, square and square are both their own places. So square and square are okay. What is the value of a now? You can see that a is equal to 8a plus 5b. Okay, and b is equal to 7c. b is equal to 7c. Now see that a means beta. What is a means? What you have? A is equal to 8a plus 5b. 5b. Plus b means plus 7c. A, again another bracket, 8a plus 5b and minus 7c. So this will be your answer. Okay, so just enough for today. We have completed till D part. Try to do the rest of the part. If you will do, surely show me in my WhatsApp number. So if you will not be able to do them, then I will discuss them in the next class. Till that, thank you and Jai Gurudev to all of you.